What's going on? This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's roll. Of it, maybe mention some specs this time around. Usually I don't go into specs, but I think it'd be nice if I start going into specs when I get something like this. So anyways, here's the box. Comes in this box here. Opens up. Got a piece of foam. Got a little fiber cloth. Here's the instructions. Is this a warranty card or what is that? Okay, so here's the dealie here that talks. In other words, it goes all the way out to 200 meters and it checks off the activities that can be done at 200 m. I guess that's 200 meters. So I don't know. That's why that's how I'm interpreting it. So okay, so here's the different manual on the different stuff. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get the specific movement in a little bit here, but I'm just doing the unboxing. Comes a little removal tool, and I'm not gonna mess up the links like I messed up with my Seiko Patty, because integrated bracelets are a little tough to replace. So here's the actual watch itself. Plastic bag here. Cadisen. There it is. So there it is right there. Okay. Kind of interesting. I wonder how that bracelet looks kind of small. Actually, I hope it fits me. No, it'll hang on. It'll have some overhang. So here it is here. There's the Cadisen. So there's that. I'm going to unwrap this real quick. So here's some tape here. These things, I don't know. I guess let's see if we can get this. Okay, so there it is. Let's try it on, shall we? Date is this way. So I'm going to unscrew this crown here. That's what I like about the screwed crown. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. So the date is what? One out. Is that it? I see. Oh, I see. I'm going backwards now. So let's see. What is this? What's the date today? Oh wow, look at that, 25th. Okay, so come up here. And it seems to be hacking because I go all the way out and the second hand stops. So that's good to know. So go to the 25th now. I like to do it that way. That way I can kind of get to the second one. So what time do we got tonight? 9:52. Oops. 9. It's 9 o'clock. 51 to 53. Okay. Now we're back and running. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this band off. So I just seen a video. My eyes are just like, I can't barely see this, but I can tell which side is which here. Okay, so here's the flat end. I'm going to push on the flat end. Probably do 2 on each side. So here's 2 lengths. Do the second one. . pull this one out. No. Do this one. Here we go. Okay, so take these off. Put this back in. There's no arrows on this thing to tell me where to go. I should get my jewelry pad. It's been a while since I used it. My watch pad. I'll just push against here then. There we go. That'll work. Give it a little countersink. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing last time with that PADI. And I goofed up. I messed up my watch band, my steel watch band, which is okay because I kind of wanted to wear it at the time on a you know, what the heck was it? Rubber or NATO band. That's that. That's that. Okay, so I'll start on this one here. Okay, so go over here. There. 1, 2. There. So that's the to take them out. I was pushing on the solid ends with the these pronged or these folded over ends coming out. The other kind, I mean the other end, not the folded over. So I was pushed against the solid ends here. All right, so. And those screw-looking ends coming out. Okay, so let's try this on. Wonder if this is going to be too tight or if it's going to be just right. So let's see. So that's way too tight now. So I'm probably going to do, let's see, how tight is this thing? Yeah, I'm probably going to I'll add another link to both sides, which is good. I'm learning here. I could have measured. Yes. Yeah, okay, good. So this should do it. All right, let's try it on now. Yeah, much better. Very comfortable. And okay, so right now I'm feeling around. So far from what I can tell, I can't feel any of the hair getting pinched. I don't feel really hot underneath this right now. I got a lot of movement in my wrist. I don't know if it's going to be as comfortable as my PADI or my other Seiko, because those are padded underneath. Those have little flutes. This is pretty straight, as you can see. But yeah, I'm actually it's actually pretty comfortable, and I got a nice balance to it. Seems like it's pretty well centered. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what channel here. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have 7 and 8 and 7. Maybe do I need another one? Should I balance that out? I wonder if that would balance. I wonder if I added another link, would that balance that out? Let me count these and see if they're even. Not that it really matters, but it actually feels pretty comfortable right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 and 8. Got the unboxing out of the way. Managed to wear this for a while, and it's actually been pretty interesting. And I've kind of worked, I think, my biggest challenges out of wearing this watch out. I worked them out, and so anyways, kind of go into why I bought it. I've been pretty much doing very good for myself. I've been a very good boy. And I wanted to kind of take a stop off on my financial journey and get something to celebrate. Just kind of I decided to implement the reward system. Kind of buy myself something nice every certain milestone. And I've reached one of those milestones. I decided it'd be nice to maybe get myself, a watch. Something I can wear every day and look at and be reminded of how far I've come. Now, I got a couple more watches coming in the mail, but that's just a little. I got a problem with watches, and it's just something I have to sort out. But I've been very good. I've been doing very good up until now, and so anyway, I just wanted to celebrate. So I bought a watch at this stage of my financial journey, and by buying an I bought at this stage of my financial journey, but I felt that buying an expensive watch would be kind of counterproductive, because I don't think I'm really ready for that. I wasn't ready for, one of the upper scale brands. Some of the ones I was looking at on the used market were running roughly $6,000. Some of the Date Justs, or some of the Panerai Luminors, or the Gigalocotra Reversos, and I just decided I'm just not really ready to bite off that hunk and give it up for a watch yet. I just decided to kind of get something that's a little more manageable. So this one here, I paid about roughly $140, I think, for it. I could have bought it for way less if I would have bought it on AliExpress or somewhere else, but I'm very impatient. I want it like yesterday, so I went ahead and paid a little more because I could get it the next day from Amazon. So anyway, with the idea in mind that I didn't want to buy an expensive watch, I began to seek a homage. So I simply have enough divers. Okay, so I went ahead and wasn't really feeling like a dress watch just yet, so I decided to look at steel watches, desiring a homage to the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. So I began to kind of look towards something that looked sort of Royal Oakish. And so the classic all steel design, the octagon around the face. So anyway, I went ahead and so back around when the Audemars. I'm going to go back into the Audemars Piguet though. So about the Audemars Piguet. It was designed by a guy by the name of Gerald Genta. He also designed the Bulgari Octo. And in my search for a homage to the Royal Oak, I came across the website that sold Pagani design, and I also found out that they had this watch here called the Cadisen. And so I went ahead, and while I was, some may believe that this is an homage, but I kind of think that it stands on its own. And instead of, like I say, instead of having an octagon on the front, this is actually a dodecagon. Okay, a dodecagon is 12 sides as opposed to 8 sides. And I still like it because I can look at it and still get the joy of seeing the grid on the blue face. And I'm kind of reminded of how long I came in my success. I also noticed that I got the sizing issues fixed with this thing. When I went ahead and had it, I was wearing it with a full, with the actual, all of the links just kind of hugging the wrist. And what I noticed when I was doing that is I was starting to get kind of some pains in my wrist. So I went ahead and I came over here to the back, and I took a link and popped it over to this side. I mean, from here to here, to see if I could get the watch to kind of set this way over the wrist, and it kind of helped the comfort of the wrist. But in the end, I wound up doing was just adding another link to this side here. It does occasionally, when my wrist gets sweaty or whatever, I can notice it does kind of go this way every so often, but go over this way every so often. But you know, it's not a big deal to me. When I have my arms straight up and down, it does hang down pretty well. It just kind of hangs there, and it feels all right to me. I don't mind it. There is a bit of a slouch, of course, in the bracelet from having that extra link added. I kind of thought that it would kind of have like a bangle bracelet feel, like it would be kind of. I thought it would have like a bangle bracelet feel, like it would be kind of loose. And I've gotten used to that. And actually, I was wearing it while working, and I was cool with it. I won't think I would wear this around machinery or anything like that. I think I would leave it in my locker. But it did well for me all this week when I wore it. I wore it this weekend, and I like looking at it because it reminds me of my stop off on my financial journey, and it reminds me how far I've come. And I really kind of call this one my success watch. Okay, to me it's symbolic of my success and how long or how far I've come along on my journey. Out of the back here, it's just a round case back. Okay, so that's another thing I appreciate about this watch. You know, there's some watches online that look just like Audemars Piguet Royal Oaks, and these guys have like I say, I think they stand on. It stands on its own. It's its own watch. You know, the case is a little wider. It has the dodecagon. How do I say that? Dodecagon on the front instead of the octagon, and it actually is a pretty cool case back to it. I got a lot of light coming in here right now, but the lume, when I pass in the dark areas, the lume on the front actually does pretty well. I'm not going to do a lume test, but the movement, what I've read, it is a Seiko NH35A movement back there. You know, it's a pretty good looking movement. You know, it's pretty reliable. I was reading online; it's actually got a very pretty good accuracy, and I've actually been trying to keep time with it. I don't have a measuring device yet to time these things yet, but I have been. It has been keeping very good time, and so that's definitely, that's why I wear a watch. In the first place is, I mean, not only is this watch a special watch to me, but I do keep time with it. So, of course, and it's doing a good job of that. And the date is there. And I always like a date function on my watch. But it's been doing very, very good. I'm glad I picked it up. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the purchase. There's no buyer's remorse here at all. And I was kind of worried about refinement of these links. And Is there any issues with sharpness on the links? And I really find none. I think these links haven't gouged me. I may not like these watches loose. I think some of that's just my age, though. I think I'm just kind of coming to an age where I may not be able to wear steel bracelets like I used to. I find myself usually grabbing a lot more NATO bands, a lot of more rubber bands, and this is an integrated, steel type bracelet. And so it's, this bracelet is its own thing. It's, it's going to be very difficult to put a rubber band on here, but it's wearing well. For an all steel piece, it's wearing very well, and I'm doing pretty well with it. And I do like, and I think it does have a little bit wider case. I didn't do any case measurements. All right, okay, so all right, why not? Gotta do it. Why not? So let's go zeroed out. What is this? Is this millimeters? Okay, let's go millimeters. All right. Take this off here. So let's go measure. Let's do a quick case measurement here. So it looks like from end to end to the top of the crown. We'll go, what is this? .88 millimeters. Okay. So let's just go from end to end on the case. It looks like we got about 41.74 millimeters. And then let's go see if we can get a lug to lug. So these here, let's see, we'll go from about here to here. 48.74 millimeters. And then we'll go to this other lug here that fits into with the pins. I'll take that one too. Okay, so that's 58.76 millimeters. And then thickness, we'll take one on thickness. .11 on the thickness. Okay, so there's some measure. I took some measurements. I can't let that go without taking a few measurements. I don't care, but some people may, so that's the measurements. All right, guys. So let's go to the next point of interest here. But I think it's its own thing. I really think it's its own watch. It's in the search for a taste of Royal Oak, a taste of Royal Oak. I found this delightful little delightful purchase, and I feel it's standing very much on its own in the way of design. I really do like and appreciate its design, and at the face, along with the 12-sided piece around the front of it. But yeah, it's been good. It's been a good piece, and like I say, this is my. I call this one. I look down at this, and I think this is my success watch. To me, it's a special stop off. It's a stop off on my way up the hill on my journey. It's kind of like they say, hey, I'm going to stop and take a bit of a break here. I've done very well for myself, and I'm going to go ahead and buy a little something to celebrate, and I can wear, and I can look down and wear this, and look down and think, hey, this is, you've come along that far. Keep going. You're doing fine. Keep going. And the next milestone, I'll buy something else for myself. And I already kind of know what it's going to be. It's another watch, but I'm going to stick with watches that are kind of under $1,000 for now, because it's just I'm not really ready still to go in on an expensive watch. And this one being about 140. I forgot what it was. 140 something dollars I paid for it. Fit the bill nicely. But it can be found for much less, online. So another websites. I just wanted it. I just wanted it the next day because I was impatient. So anyway, that's the new watch. It's been good, and don't worry about the haters. Just let the haters worry about you. All right, I'll see you on the next one.